Audience member number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and meda.
Hi guys, thanks for showing up for my last speech and for supporting me through the semester. The purpose of this speech today and my presentation is to raise money for the National Guard and Reserve families. Serving our country is a great honor, but it doesn't come without sacrifice. Often the families of our deployed troops are left behind to bear the financial burdens. There are many organizations out there that offer support for the National Guard and Reserve families. Through donations, they can provide financial gifts to the citizens of Minnesota who are members of the National Guard and all other reserve components and who are suffering financially from hardship due to activation or extended military commitments. I'll be expressing to you the great need that these families will be getting through your assistance and the hope of easing the burden through your financial gifts. The central idea here today is to give you some examples of the hardships and how your help can make a difference. Today we'll be talking about how you can make changes for the families of our National Guard and soldier reservists. If you remember back, everybody remembers 9/11. Since 9/11, on that awful day, there was 10,000 Minnesota Guard and soldiers and airmen have been deployed. Minnesota has a force of 13,000 soldiers and airmen, which 10,700 soldiers are in the Army National Guard and 2,300 are in the Air National Guard. Let's get this switch. So deployment is, these guys are stretched out from Afghanistan to Operation Jumpstart. Afghanistan has 25 of our Minnesota soldiers, and Iraq has 450, and I think there's 400 in Kosovo. 300 are in the global war on terrorism. 5 of our Minnesota soldiers are in the Air Expeditionary Force, and 40 are in the National Guard, are in Operation Jumpstart. So as you guys can see, these guys are far from home, leaving their families to carry on the heavy burdens. Now, civilian pay versus active duty, I've got some few stats in there. You can see that there's a loss of income, and which creates foreclosures. And you can see my daughter there, she was married on base. My youngest daughter at 18 was left behind to survive while her husband was in Iraq serving his 3rd tour. So now you can see the hardships of the loss of pay. Now the injured soldiers come home. The single parents that are returning home are all facing high utility bills. They need reliable transportation. So you can see how large their loss really is, and it kind of makes it a little bit more real, doesn't it? So with your help, over 100 Minnesota National Guard families, like my daughter here, have received so much help. And together we can make a soldier's homecoming more of a real homecoming, instead of them feeling like there's another battle to overcome. So we're asking if they can count on you for your donations and your help. With one less fight to win, they can actually feel some real comfort. There are so how can we help? Well, there are a few websites out there, and one is our state senator, Norm Coleman. Now, Norm Coleman has a website set up like many other state leaders share in the same concern for the welfare of our active duty Guard and Reserve members. They're working towards making progress in the future. Another great website with a lot of help is from the First Lady of Minnesota, Mary Palenti. Now she's got, in her website, she's got chopping wood, help with farm chores, purchasing and delivering groceries, painter repair. I've got some websites from the USA4militaries.com that I'll be handing out to you. Now, the point here is that the reserves, the resources are already in place. It's easy to use. Currently, efforts are being forced on the spouse employment that include unemployment compensation, transferring of military spouses, financial readiness, education, processing needs for severely injured service members and their families. Together, we can remove unnecessary barriers and significantly improve the quality of life for our military families. Many issues are surrounding their quality of life, and the family's well-being can be addressed through your help. But much progress has been made on several of these key issues, and to carry on the progress, we ask you kindly and we thank you in advance for making your donations. Donations can be made through Mike Evans at Fort Snelling for the care of our Guard and Reserve families. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.